What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, and I'm coming at you with a brand new episode of the Earlham Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp. Of course, we are having our very first home game of the season. Finally, we get to go take on the Arizona State Sun Devils, who not as good as I thought they were going to be honest with you. They are 1-0, but they got a B- overall team, B offense, C+ defense. We got a B+ squad with a B offense, A- defense, and Lee Corso is back on the bandwagon. He's going to be rocking with us here today, so you absolutely love to see it. But that being said, though, this is going to be a real good episode. We're going to wrap up non-conference play here today. And if you're excited about it as well, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button, and also hit me up in the comments. And if you're brand new to the channel as well, man, shoot, hit that subscribe button. It really helps grow the community we got going on over here on the channel. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this game, man. Let's see if we can finish off non-conference play on a strong note. Alright, man, so let's go ahead and get to work, and our defense gets us off right. Got that free and out to start the game. Let's see if our offense can match that intensity, man. I'm trying to score a touchdown here on this very first drive, and one thing that I want to get going, man, I want to get this run game going. You know, that just makes things easier for CJ Patton, you know, and the rest of the offense as well. And Daniel Carrington, man, he's off to a good start himself. 7 yards a carry on his first 2 carries. I love to see that. Let's get this pass game going here as well. We've tried to throw it out to the perimeter where Jeremy Sprinkle Jr. was for us, but just was a little bit off target. So now we'll go ahead and get to Derek Blue here real quick. Get a little bit of a jet sweep going. He's a dangerous man, you know, when he gets out in open space. And even that run right there, you know, gain of 6, you know, hasn't been that involved in the passing game, but he's done some really great stuff for us, you know, on those jet sweeps. But, you know, we got 3rd and 4 coming up here. Jake Elliott actually making a man miss as well, trying to take it down the sideline. And that goes for a gain of 28. So now we're basically in the red zone right here. We got another 1st and 10 coming up right here, trying to run it up the middle, picking up a gain of 8 as well. So a little 2nd and short coming up here once again, trying to get that passing game going. So I'm looking over the middle. I'm looking for Price Jr., who breaks the tackle for us. Get it in the end zone, big fella. And it's a touchdown for Earlham. We're going to go ahead and strike first. And that's what I love to see. Free and out by our defense to start things out. And then an opening drive touchdown for us too. That's what I love to see. And we almost end up getting a free and out on this drive as well. We had them on a 3rd and 11, but you know, we just had all that open space. You know, they took advantage of it, man. So 1st and 10 coming up here for the Sun Devils. We force an incompletion though. Roger Abraham actually getting his hands on the ball, you know, confusing his quarterback a little bit, running that, you know, having a defensive lineman, you know, playing in zone coverage, you know. That's one thing that I do want our defensive linemen to always have, you know, want to be able to be versatile so that I can bring some defensive linemen into play, you know, zone coverage, you know, all that kind of stuff. But Arizona State, they're trying to put together a drive, but we get them to a 3rd and long, though, and that's as far as they're going to go. George Pittman making a short catch, but Mario Hernandez making the tackle for us. So we will go ahead and force them to go ahead and trying to take, you know, a little bit longer of a field goal. Looks like it's about a 45-yard field goal attempt. Dude drilled it, though. It's a nice kick by him, and at least Arizona State won't be shut out. That's good for them, but we still got this lead for the time being as our offense gets back on the field once again. We get it out to Robert Price Jr. trying to take it down the sideline and gets to about midfield. We got another 1st and 10 to work with here. We're dropping back. We get it to Derek Blue, who has that speed to almost get by that defender. He was on him like mac and cheese too, but the speed difference really showing, and we're really putting together a good drive. Carrington almost getting into the end zone too. Gain of 16. You know, if he was a little bit more of a speed guy, that probably would have been a touchdown, but still a 1st and goal for us, and we won't waste any more time. We're going to try to punch it in. Derek Blue making some men miss and gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Earlham. Derek Blue made that touchdown happen, and CJ Patton also off to a good start too. 100 yards passing already, and we're up 14-3 already after the 1st quarter. Our best quarter yet this whole season. So let's see if we can follow that up here in the 2nd quarter. We got them to another 3rd down. Let's see if we can get these guys off the field and maybe get ourselves, you know, yet another free and out. Something I would love to see, but we had a guy short over to Gray, and MJ Granson lays the lumber down, lights him up like a Christmas tree, but I mean, they're still going to go ahead and give him the 1st down. You hate to see it. And speaking of that 1st and 10, Williams will drop back, throw over to that right-hand side. Gets it out to Mario Warren, who was just at his senior prom just 6 months ago. He makes his 1st catch of the day. He picks up a gain of 5 as we get him to another 3rd down here once again. But this time, we keep him off the field, though, as Frank Bowers deflects that ball away. We get them to punt the football back over to us, and we get great field position to work here as well. As we try to run it here on 1st and 10, Daniel Carrington taking it up the middle for a gain of 10. That's the 1st down for the Quakers. As we got another 1st and 10 coming right here. We're going to drop back some more. Going to throw over the middle, get it over to Patrick Starr, who has really been a guy that has stepped up for us. You know, hasn't played any college football prior to this season, but doesn't look like he's showing too much inexperience of those CJ Patton trying to get out to Robert Price. That's sadly an incompletion, though. As a couple plays later, we're dealing with a 3rd and long coming up here, trying to hit him with the 4 verts, and Patrick Starr was left open, so gonna get it over to him real quick, and that's a good 1st down. Another 1st and goal coming up for us right here. We'll see if we can punch it in with Derek Blue on that slant pattern, and we do just that, baby. Touchdown, Earlham. That's the 2nd score of the day for Derek Blue. 3rd touchdown pass for CJ Patton, too. We continue to build this lead up, man. We're up 21-3. So we trying to get our defense, you know, going once again. But on the speed option, Arizona State actually getting it out to Andy Montgomery in the nick of time. He's able to pick up a 1st down. As they'll have another 1st and 10 to work with here. Williams will drop back, trying to throw it over the middle, but that's also going to be incomplete. We've held them to only 29 yards passing so far. As we got a 2nd and 10 to work with. They try to hit us with a play action, and they definitely got us right there. They got us on a blitz. We could not, you know, get back in time, and they threw it behind us, man. Got a 1st down in the process, but hopefully it won't last long. We got him in a 3rd and long as we try to get him off the field, and of course, they get us on a 3rd and long. They pick up that 1st down. That's going to drive me crazy. You know, getting these long 3rd down conversions. And Arizona State gets to keep their drive alive because of it. And they got a good drive going here, too. They're driving down the field. They're still looking for their 1st touchdown of the day. As they got a 2nd and 3 now coming up. And oh my, Chris Ty blows that man up. Let's go, baby. Okay, Chris Ty, I see you. We got a 3rd and long coming up because of that. As Williams will try to drop back. Finn Otis trying to provide some pressure, but could not get there in time. Thankfully, there was a drop there. And Arizona State has to go ahead and settle for another field goal. This one's not as far, though. Looks like it's about a 41-yard field goal, and it's no problem for him whatsoever. Is there a little bit of a studio update for us as well? And Wittenberg, our old conference opponent, giving Ohio State a tough time. They're actually ahead right now. But we're also, you know, we're doing better than when we were in that conference, man. You know, as Derek Blue trying to take it down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. He might be able to take it back, but he gets stopped. Still a 70-yard kick return. You'll love to see it. Derek Blue getting some action as a kick returner now. He didn't get any of that because we had Justin Burden last season. So now 1st and 10 for us, and Patrick Starr gets wide, butt naked open, over the middle once again. And it's another 1st and goal for us here as well as we try to punch it in the end zone, do a little quick 2-play drive here. And look, we're going to do just that. CJ Patton able to stay on his feet. He's going to pick up another touchdown. That's his 4th touchdown of this game, man. CJ Patton having himself a day. He's starting to really look comfortable as our starting quarterback. It took a couple of games, you know. He hasn't been, you know, in consideration of the starting job since his freshman season when we tried to do that 2-quarterback system back in, I believe, season number 3. But, you know, CJ Patton, he's looking good now. And, you know, defense is looking pretty solid here as well. We get him to a 3rd and inches. Let's see if we can get him off the field once again so we can try to get one more touchdown before the end of the half. As Roderick Abraham almost gets to him, but Eric Wright will make the catch at the very last second and pick up that 1st down. So now 1st and 10 coming up here. Williams dropping back. He's actually trying to scramble, and he has some space to work with here as well. Although, looks like there's a flag on the play. Please let that be holding. No, it's actually clipping. Okay, that's even better. 15-yard penalty. Bring it back here, baby. So now a 1st and 14 coming up here. Williams dropping back. They get us with that out route to Michael Wilcox. And it doesn't even matter. They pick up the 1st down here anyways. So now 1st and 10 coming up here. And another penalty, it looks like, on the Sun Devils. We don't even have that many people in the stands. That's one thing that I wish will be in the new college football game, because it's not going to be an NCAA 14, obviously, is that as you get better, we should be able to upgrade our stadium. You know, you would think by now that, you know, we would have a bigger stadium than the one that we had when we first entered FBS level, when all we had was walk-ons and a dream. But it is what it is, though. You know, college football game, it's coming soon. We know what's happening at the very least. And Andy Montgomery, you know, gain of 8 yards. We got ourselves a 1st and 10 coming up here. Williams going to drop back. Finn Otis, though, lights it up. How is that not a fumble, though? How is that not a fumble? Oh, my goodness. So we get him to a 3rd and long now. Pittman does make the catch, but, I mean, it was just too many yards to gain, you know. Defense, kind of doing this bend but don't break kind of thing, you know. Allowing quite a few 1st downs. That's not what I like to see, but we're keeping them outside the end zone, and we will at least give ourselves a little bit of a chance to try to do something, but that didn't end up happening. We still having a nice 1st half, though. We go into the locker room up 28-9. Let's see if we can finish these guys off so we can get the backups in. So that's the goal, man, here in this 3rd quarter. You know, build ourselves a big enough lead so that I can go ahead and just get our backups in, you know, so that we can see, you know, what our backup guys can do. I haven't really done that yet this season. That was a staple for us back in season number 5, but we got 2nd and 10 coming up here, and Jake Elliott winning off the edge, you know, fooling that corner silly. He's going to get his 2nd catch of the day, good for 12 yards. We got ourselves a 1st and 10 coming up here. Daniel Carrington taking the football, taking it up the middle of the field as well. Actually trucks over somebody. Finally brought down, though. But we're in Arizona State territory, though. We got another 1st and 10 to work with. And again, they keep leaving the middle of the field open when we run those 4 verts. And you know what? We're going to keep taking those. Patrick Starr with a gain of 36. We got another 1st and 10 to work with. Carrington not wasting any time, getting him into the end zone. Touchdown, Earlham. That's his 1st score of the day. And just like that, man, up 35-9. We're just rolling on all cylinders right now as we almost get a sack, but a couple of guys getting hit hard in the process. It's an incompletion. So we got this 2nd and 10 now coming up here as Williams drops back, trying to evade the pressure. He's going to do that, though. I thought that was going to be a fumble because of how the camera angle changed there real quick. But, of course, didn't happen, even though we got some hard hitters on the defensive side of the ball. As it looks like they're trying to run a halfback screen. They get us there, too. I can't switch off in time. Thankfully, Frank Bowers does come in and eventually make the tackle. But it's going to also count for a first down for Arizona State. So we got another 1st and 10 coming up here. Williams dropping back to throw the football. Gets it out to Gray, who picks up yet another first down. Again, defense kind of doing this bend but don't break kind of thing. Not as dominant as what we used to be, man. Not as dominant as the defense and special teams that we had last season. But, they're still doing their jobs, even though it may not be as pretty as what it was in past seasons, last, year or two. At least as long as we make sure we hold them to a field goal, bare minimum. But Williams going to go ahead. He's going to run up the middle once again. He's going to run into, who is that? What, number 20? I think that's Tim Simmons. I want to say we got a bunch of new guys on the defense, so I'm still trying to learn numbers a little bit. Here is Finn Otis. He's a staple on this defense. He's going to bring Lou Williams down in the backfield. Doesn't even give him a chance to pitch the football because of the angle that Finn Otis came in. We got him to a 3rd and 6 coming up here. Williams looking around, trying to make something happen. But MJ Granson comes up in there and breaks it up. And again, another field goal that Arizona State's going to take. They're probably going to make this. This field goal kicker is actually pretty solid. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to even cap about it. And once again, right down the middle. No problem whatsoever. But hey, we're still up 35-12 right now. Let's go ahead and try to get ourselves another touchdown as Jake Elliott makes another catch down the field. He breaks a tackle too. Picks up a huge gain. We're across midfield once again. So we got another 1st and 10 to work with right here. Going to Daniel Carrington. Damn, Daniel, I see you, my guy. Gain of 13 downfield. And Daniel Carrington has himself another 100-yard gain. And what's crazy is that, even CJ Patton, he's getting some good runs in as well. He's not a runner. He's probably as slow as Tom Brady, but still, great blocking downfield, breaks some tackles, shows some toughness. And Daniel Carrington does the rest. He gets into the end zone once again for his 2nd score of the day. We continue to build what has been a great lead for us. We're up 42-12 now. And yeah, depending on what the next few minutes provide for us, what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get the backups in. Depending on how these next few minutes go, want to make sure that we're good to go before I go ahead and get those backup guys up in there. Gets a little bit of playing experience for them. As Williams trying to drop back. Chris Ty actually can't make the tackle. King Ray does end up coming in there eventually and brings him down. But, man, we should have had that sack, straight up and down about it. But, again, 1st and 10 coming up here. Williams trying to drop back. He's going to keep running once again. And he has some more space to work with. But Chris Ty forces a fumble. MJ Granson picking it up, though. And what was a really great play for that quarterback, Chris Ty, ruins that. And we're able to get our filthy hands on the football. And yeah, man, we're looking really good right now, especially when we're getting runs like this as Carrington picks up another 1st down on the ground. Daniel Carrington, man, he was a complete unknown. I hardly said his name at all in season number 5. Was talking about future depth, maybe a little bit when we were recruiting him originally. But yeah, that being said, he's doing some good stuff for us right now. Gets a catch out of the backfield as well. As Patton drops back, we throw over the right-hand side. Get it out to Derek Blue, and Arizona State did a better job of running that out, or at least protecting against the out route. But, we were still able to complete it, though. We've got that 1st and 10 coming up here. Patton, again, with so much space to work with, picks up another 1st down. And CJ Patton's a tough kid, man. We won't run that option play as often because CJ Patton, you know, is not the fastest person in the world. But that doesn't mean we have to completely neglect it, though, as, you know, CJ Patton so that he can run with the football, too. And it helps when Daniel Carrington also gets going, too, as we get them to a 2nd and short coming up, getting it over quickly over the middle to Robert Price Jr. Picks up a 1st down for us off the play action. We got another 1st and 10 to work with right here. And this time our backup running backs in the game, Tavante McCary, a custom recruit for us. He finally gets his first carry today. Nice carry for him too, though. Gain of 8. But, you know, we'll let Daniel Carrington get another touchdown. See him get touchdown number 3. And he does. Touchdown for Earlham. After that, man, just went ahead and got the backups in. And we ended up dropping a 50-burger on these guys. And great win for us here to end our non-conference schedule. We win this game by a final score of 56-26. And it feels good considering how much we struggled in the first couple of games. Let's check out the stats of our guys. Alright, man, so our very best game yet. As we managed to go ahead, we take care of business against the Arizona State Sun Devils. Matter of fact, the only time that they got anything really going was when we happened to get our backups in a little bit. Make sure they get a little bit of playing time, you know. Make sure the youngins, you know, get some playing experience because we will, you know, need them in the future. You know, we're finding that out, you know, here in Season 6 because we do have some young guys that didn't play much last season. You know, they're getting plenty of playing time now, and at least in this game, they look like they're ready for that opportunity, so you love to see it. Checking out the stats for our guys, though, CJ Patton had a really good day once again. 18 for 22, 297 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. Meanwhile, on the ground, Daniel Carrington just demolishing teams with his powerful running. 16 carries, 133 yards, and 3 touchdowns. CJ Patton also found the end zone himself. He had 4 carries for 49 yards. And we got Jeff Wheatley in the game as well a little bit, you know, see what he can do. Didn't throw any passes, but did have 1 carry that went for 5 yards. For the receivers, not a lot of diversity in our receiving today, but Patrick Starr did lead the way in both catches and yards. 6 catches, 131 yards, and a touchdown. Derek Blue found the end zone the most out of all receivers, though. 4 catches, 51 yards, and 2 scores. And Robert Price Jr., our junior tight end, able to find the end zone himself. 3 catches for 46 yards. For the blocking, man, I'll tell you what, we built a little bit of a pancake house here at Earlham College. We got multiple guys with multiple pancakes. Sam Hill III, Jarrett Neal, who's a true freshman, by the way, Ray Stevenson, Ronaldo Booker, and Cornell Smith all had multiple pancakes. Robert Price Jr., Andy Richardson, and Lionel Williams, you know, all got involved in the action as well. And finally, for our defense did a pretty solid job today overall. Backups, you know, let it slip a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, still got the job done. King Ray led the team in tackles today. He ended up with 8 total tackles, followed by Mario Hernandez with 6 tackles, 5 solo, and a assisted tackle. Thing was, though, we didn't really get to this quarterback all that much. The only person with a sack today was Finn Otis. Finn Otis did have 1 sack for us, 4 tackles, and 3 TFLs overall on the day. We also didn't get any interceptions, but that being said, we did force a couple of fumbles. Robert Price Jr., surprisingly on offense, and Chris Ty also had a forced fumble as well. Actually, Robert Price Jr. and MJ Granson actually had fumble recoveries. I'm curious to see what happened with Robert Price. That might happen in the 4th quarter, but that would be like that one play where Florida had an interception and then Alabama got like a forced fumble like 2 seconds afterwards. I don't know, really interesting, but what's also nice is that we do win another football game. So since we are here at our bye week, I think it's time to have our very first Big Earl football podcast. You know, getting ready to, you know, basically recap what happened with non-conference play and take a look at our next conference opponent in the Indiana Hoosiers. Our first ever conference game in Big Ten history, at least Earlham's Big Ten history. And then to top it off, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some prospects that we do have on our recruiting board. Give a look at the recruiting board to go with it. It should be a good one, so I hope you're excited for it. And if you have to be excited for that episode, dude, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you have to be brand new. Even hit me up down in the comments. I do try to read everybody's comments. With that being said, I hope you guys are all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.